These are 5 times the Simpsons broke the fourth wall. Marge implements a limit on screen time for the whole family, only to realize she's the one addicted to screens. Screenless opens with the family watching TV, and Maggie is trying to say something, but she can't. Marge said that if only Maggie could talk, and that the people who can't speak are always the ones who have so much. Then Lisa remembered that there's a show about teaching a baby sign language.
I could finally talk to my baby. Do you want more, or are you all done? More or all done?
Marge, I don't think your method is working. Later, Marge was reading a book to Maggie when...
More? My baby's communicating.
Can you imagine Marge's happiness here? Marge wanted to test this out, so she asked Maggie some more questions. Marge excitedly went into the living room to show to the family what Maggie can do, but no one was paying attention.
Look, everyone, she's doing it.
Yeah, that's great.
That's not the enthusiasm Marge hoped for. Marge is annoyed that everyone is missing out in Maggie's important moment. So she told everyone that from now on, they're gonna limit the time they spend looking at their phones. Don't make us laugh, Marge.
It's great. And then we'll have a conversation.
Okay, Lisa, didn't expect that from you. Marge said that from now on, everyone gets a half hour of screen time a week.
You think you can give up your Pinterest?
But then she agreed and took out all her screens on the table.
No more screens. You too.
I feel personally called out, and I'm working on my screen. After a week, Marge was looking at an ad for a rehabilitation center for screen addicts, and she was praying that the place won't be necessary. Then she rounded the family up to check their screen times, and they were all remarkably low. But then the doorbell rang, and Marge opened the door to a man who said,
I left my screen time reversal wrench. I could just get that back.
Marge is angry that they used this man to reverse their screen time. Well, he just lost a contract. Marge told the family to close their eyes as she took their screens and hid them at some place they won't find them. The next day at work, Homer was really struggling. Lenny and Carl came and told Homer that he could do the daily jumble on the paper.
Unscramble the words to solve a funny riddle.
I thought the proofreader had a stroke.
If only you knew how hard I laughed when I first heard that. You can say these newer episodes are bad, but they got me cracking up. Homer was struggling at first, but then...
DDA. Dad! I got something!
Congratulations, buddy. You're now at a 3rd grade level.
Call the newspaper. Tell them someone has solved it.
Homer, this isn't the Zodiac Killer case. Bart was also having fun without a phone. He found a rocket ship toy at school and he was playing with it when Jimbo started making fun of him.
Bart has to use his imagination.
This is Jupiter 1. Do you copy?
I copy.
Jimbo, if you can't beat him, join him. And Lisa has gotten back to her root, the library. I think Marge is onto something. But the only person struggling is Marge, and she's struggling a lot. She had to find a recipe for a sauce and she couldn't look it up online, so she tried calling the Italian restaurant, but they wouldn't give her the recipe. Then Homer, Bart, and Lisa came home and heard typing noises coming from the closet.
Who was the one who said no screen time? Who? It was you.
Oh, she's never gonna hear the end of it. Marge said she has a problem, so she signed them all up for a month at the Screen Addiction Rehab Center. Oh, she's relentless. Marge said they'll all be going there starting tomorrow. The next day when they got there, Bart and Lisa were mad that they have to pay because their mom is addicted.
How come we're stuck in paradise?
Well, doesn't look so bad after all. Homer told Dr. Lund that his prison is great, but he was wondering how much it cost. The doctor said it was completely funded by donations from tech billionaires who feel guilty that their sleek, disruptive technology put people there.
It's free? Kids, we found our summer home.
I mean, you give them all of that for free and expect them not to take advantage? Yeah, good luck with that. But after some time at the rehab center, the family realized it was making them miss their phones more. Homer says that he was talking to some guys about the weather, and
I realized I have no idea what the temperature is in Cupertino.
why would he need to know that? But Marge says they can't leave because studies have shown tech is more addictive than heroin.
Google and TikTok say that's a lie.
We have to be cured.
Oh, I sense a story is coming our way. Homer said that since this nation's founded, families have faced the problem of staying together without driving each other crazy. He said that for the first 200 years, they played fiddle music until they had a war. So far, that is all true. Then they came up with sitting around a radio.
But without a screen, they still had time to look at each other. So, World War II.
Oh, he's really giving it his all. Homer says that now the American family is safe from itself. Marge asked Homer if any of what he said was true.
Once I post it on Reddit, it will be.
Homer's on fire this episode. But when the family went to let the doctor know they're leaving, they saw all employees stuck to their screen. Marge said she thought this was supposed to be a screen-free environment. They say that it is only screen-free for the patients, but they have side hustles to do. The family realizes that they're sending spam through their email.
You stole her password when she checked in.
They decide to expose them to the world, but the doctor said that they signed a contract, and every exit from the rehab center is guarded by a laser detection center.
You have lasers at a rehab center?
This is an evil rehab center.
How could they forget? That night, the family decided to sneak out of rehab. Homer used his puzzle-solving mind to mislead the guards. When they got to the entrance, Maggie used her sign language to tell the family to use the baby powder. Marge uses the baby powder to reveal the lasers, and they crawl underneath and escape.
Anyone order a ride from Jupiter 1?
Well, I felt personally attacked by the fourth wall break in this episode. The next one is a bit more fun, and a little less in your face. While trying to overcome a fear of public speaking, Homer starts doing improv, and Marge rebuilds Bart's treehouse. Simprovised starts with Bart going to Ralph's birthday party, and Homer practicing the speech he's about to give at work. Firstly, Bart is shocked to see Ralph's new treehouse.
Fine, I'll rub my eyes the other way.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna help you, Bart. Bart realizes his treehouse sucks, and he starts pouting about it. Meanwhile, Marge asks Homer if he wants to practice his speech on her, and he says there's no need, because he'll just do the same speech he always does. But he says the opening joke about Lenny's grandma always kills, but Marge tells him he can't joke about her because they just put her on life support. Homer starts spiraling, but Marge tells him it's gonna be okay. Then Marge went out and saw that Bart was dismantling his treehouse and throwing out the no girls sign.
Is it time for you to have the talk with your dad? Because he's gonna have to read a few things first.
Maybe the lack of faith she has in Homer is justified. Bart tells Marge that he's tearing down his treehouse because it sucks.
Well, Bart, your father built it, and he did the very best he could.
I did my job. Now it's your turn, Tree.
I wouldn't say that's the best he can do. Marge tells Bart that she'll spruce up the treehouse for him, but Bart doesn't really have faith in her, and he tells her that moms can't build treehouses. Marge told Bart that saying that will just make her work harder to make him the best darn treehouse he ever saw. Some appreciation from him would be nice. Homer went to work, and he got so scared of doing his speech in front of all those people, he fell to the ground shaking.
Shall I release the hound, sir?
The therapy hounds.
Oh, that's really sweet. When Lisa got home, she saw that Homer was feeling down, and she asked him if his speech went badly. But before he could answer, Marge came in and asked,
So, on a scale of 10 to 10, how'd you do?
that'll put pressure on him. Homer started to sweat and panic. I don't think I've ever seen Homer this upset over something that happened at work. Marge suggested that they should go to a comedy club downtown to cheer Homer up. Homer and Marge went to the comedy club, and Marge said,
This is the best kind of comedy. No writers.
Amen to that, Marge.
"This Matt Groening making fun of himself or what?" The improv actors asked for premises, and Homer wanted to say his, but he was having some trouble, ironically.
All we need now is an object. Anyone.
Fear of public speaking.
The actors didn't hear him right, and for some reason, they put a spotlight on him, like that's gonna help somehow. Eventually, Homer manages to say it louder, and they do their skit. Homer was really impressed, and he was wondering if they held any classes. Homer went to his first improv class, and he was immediately feeling better and more confident. Meanwhile, Marge was busting her ass trying to build Bart a new and improved treehouse, when a man came by and said he's from the city.
Are you aware that you live in a historical treehouse preservation district?
I wasn't aware something like that even existed. He asked Marge to see her permit, and Marge told him she didn't have any, but she said she'll take care of it and get them. Anything for her special little guy. And I guess she took care of it, because a few days later, Bart and Milhouse were hanging out at Bart's new treehouse and playing a treehouse warming party. Milhouse was impressed by what Marge did with the place, but the only thing Bart said was,
No need to thank her. She's just doing her job.
"Oh, Bart, you ungrateful little..." That night, over dinner, Marge asked Bart to pass her the gravy.
Yo,
Thank you.
Jeez, who ordered the crab?
Is he entering puberty or something? Homer started asking if there was a crab on the table, and Marge said there's no crab. And also, there are no thank yous. And no appreciation. I can see Homer's really confused by this.
Who was that directed at?
Bart!
Whew.
Don't put your guard down just yet, Homer. That night, Homer was trying to calm Marge and tell her not to take it to heart, because kids are ungrateful. He told her he can cheer her up when she comes to see him at some festival, performing his improv.
Good for you. The main stage, closing night, all eyes on you.
What are you saying?
Oh, Marge, don't undermine him again. Marge thought to herself that it's good that Homer can't know what she's thinking.
I know exactly what she's thinking. That if I mess this up, I'll be worse off than ever.
But they both know what they're thinking. That's what happens when you're with someone for as long as they are. You become one. The next morning, Marge woke Homer up and told him that even though she slept on it, she's madder than ever, and he needs to go get Bart. Bart came into Marge's room a little later with a platter of breakfast. Bart said he just wanted to say he's sorry.
We all forget just how many wonderful things you do.
Making her cry. Maybe he actually is sorry.
Best of all, you're as hot as the day I met you.
Thank you.
Excuse me, the day you met her? You mean your birth date? Because I bet she's hotter now than she was then. When Bart came out of Marge's room, he told Homer his apology speech worked like a charm. Wow, how insincere.
And now we're gonna do something a little special.
Oh, this is new. Lisa said that Homer's gonna improv line answers to questions from the TV audience.
It only took us 27 years to do what they could do in 1954.
Well, everyone has their own pace. Homer said that he has an important announcement. He said that this is the last episode of The Simpsons. Haha, psych.
Just kidding. The Simpsons will never end.
Such disconnected information. It's hard to keep track of what he's saying. While some fourth wall breaks are very direct, like this one, some are more subtle-ish. Patty and Selma try to quit smoking, but Selma takes it up again, so Patty moves in with The Simpsons. Puffless starts with Marge telling the family that it's her mom's birthday, and
Now put your good clothes on.
Lisa says that she's already in a dress and pearls, just 8 years old. Marge can't argue with that. Marge asked Homer, why does visiting her family always have to be so hard?
Marge, your family doesn't like me. Never did. Not even when I had hair and a future.
All facts here, but still make it easier on your wife at least. Marge pleaded with Homer to go for her, and he caved. Marge gave everyone the sweaters her mom knit for all of them to wear.
No you don't. Your grandmother knit this for you, so act like you wear it all the time.
Because that's the look of a baby who wears sweaters all the time. The family takes a trip to spend the day with Marge's mom, and Homer's not having fun.
Hey, you two, quit having fun.
Trust me, nothing I've done today has been fun.
Well, no wonder. Then Patty and Selma come out with their handy-dandy slides.
Just one box.
5 terabytes. That's over 50,000 carousels of family fun.
Good luck, Homer. A lot of the pictures they were showing were of them with their dad, and Marge said how much she misses him. Lisa then asked how did he die, since no one ever told them.
You know what? I actually don't know. Me neither. Not a clue.
How do they not know how their father died? Then Jacqueline told them he kept that from them for a reason.
And it was something people were ashamed to say at the time, is that he died of lung cancer.
Ain't no way. Selma couldn't believe she never told them that. She asked her mom how could she have known that and still let them smoke. And Jacqueline said that she thought it made them look cool. Cool? Dying of lung cancer? Cool dying of lung cancer. Tough choice, Jacqueline. Really tough choice. Patty and Selma looked at each other and...
I think it's time, Selma dear. Time we quit smoking.
It's a sad day at the Bouvier's house. When Homer and Marge got home, Homer said he can't believe Patty and Selma stopped smoking. The next day at work, Patty was really having trouble being, well, semi-nice people. She was just plain mean because she quit smoking. Meanwhile, Selma seems to be better than ever.
How is that possible? I even smell cigarette smoke when it's not around.
Selma says that maybe she's having a stroke. Sure, convince your sister she's having a stroke. Patty goes to the doctor and he tells her she's fine.
But I still smell smoke.
That's odd. So do I. Do you smell anything, Selma?
And what is that? Patty couldn't believe Selma was still smoking and lying about it. I mean, I get it, but still don't lie about it. Patty told Selma she's never been angrier at her.
Me too. This is a hospital. If you want to smoke, go do it in the stairwell with the doctors.
I wish I could say this is an over-exaggeration, but it's not. Patty couldn't live with Selma anymore, so she moved out and went to live with Marge for a while. Marge said that Patty is their guest, and Homer wanted to know for how long.
Where's she gonna sleep?
On our couch.
That's where we do our couch gags. See?
What kind of gag was that? And do they just leave the props lying around like that until the next one? That night, Homer and Marge tried to get intimate, but Patty's snoring made it hard for them. The next morning, Homer thought Marge was taking a shower, so...
How about that rain check for last night?
Ah! Don't look at me!
But you're everywhere!
Yeah, that's gonna scar both of them for life. Homer ran out the shower and poured bleach into his eyes.
Thank God I'm blind.
I'm next.
No!
Whoa! What the hell?
I did that with love, boy.
And he really did. Meanwhile, Selma isn't having such a fun time either. She needs someone to talk to, but thankfully, Selma realizes she's only kidding herself.
The one I should be talking to is the one who's always been there for me. My cigarette.
Oh, wow, that's an addiction for you. Selma sees that she has a choice to make. She chooses Patty. Meanwhile, Homer is apologizing to Patty for walking in on her. She tells him that she's about to say something she never thought she'd say to him.
I only mock you because I'm jealous of what Marge has in you.
She says that she only had Selma, and now she doesn't even have that. Wow, I expected that from Selma maybe, but Patty? Then the doorbell rang and Selma was at the door saying she's here to apologize. She told Patty that she quit smoking for good, and she did it for the two of them. Patty thought that was even more selfish, but it sounds nice. Selma said that since she stopped smoking, her sense of smell has really come back.
Who knew a small apartment with 2 women, a baby, and an iguana would smell so bad?
So they started smoking again. So much for quitting smoking and that lung cancer scare. Patty raised a cigarette to smoking and Selma.
2 things that'll always be in my heart. Is this a happy ending? It's edgy.
It sure is. And if we're talking edgy, the way the writers handled this next fourth wall break really makes you chuckle. Homer begins screening pirated movies in his backyard, but is busted by the FBI after Marge turns him in. Feel this episode. Opens with Homer trying not to get the new Radioactive Man movie spoiled for him. But it was hard not to get the movie spoiled for him since everyone and their mother was talking about it.
They're talking about the movie. Hurry up, you idiot. No, don't stop. I'm sorry I got mad.
If your apologies don't work on Marge, what makes you think they'll work on your ding-dong? Homer decides it's time to go see the movie before it gets ruined to him, but then everyone said they wanted to go. When he went to buy the tickets, he was hit with an unpleasant surprise.
For the 3D show, that'll be $72.
What?
Yeah, movies have become extremely expensive, but nonetheless, he paid for the tickets, but he expected the movie to be really good. As he was watching the movie, something seemed odd to him, and then he realized what it was.
Don't ask. Do smell.
Also available in Arctic Slut, Morning After Melon, and Elon Musk.
It's a commercial. Homer was grunting about how he doesn't want to pay for commercials he can't skip, but then a man shushed him. Oh no, he didn't just shush Homer.
You're shushing me? This guy's on his cell phone. She's texting. He's sexting.
You really need to ask yourself if you're doing something wrong when Homer's the one telling you so. Homer wondered what happened to the movies, and then he was kicked out. When he got home, Bart told him that he doesn't need a theater to watch a movie.
You just have to illegally download it.
Illegally downloaded? Is that legal?
Who knows?
I mean, when it has the word illegal in its name, it probably isn't legal. Bart says it's really easy and he'll walk Homer through it.
All you have to do is...
The Fox Network forbids the broadcast of step-by-step instructions for illegally downloading copyrighted intellectual property.
Well, damn, Fox, I was just about to see the way into a better future where I don't have to pay for streaming services. Homer said that it was really easy, and...
All I had to do was click on...
And play.
Ah, so close. Homer decided to invite Lenny and Carl over to watch the new James Bond movie, and that inspired him to create a theater for the people. Homer, the movie communist, didn't expect that. So Homer did just that. And after the first movie screening, Marge told Homer how much fun it was, and that it was so nice from the movie company to let him show their film.
Let me downloaded it off the internet illegally.
Marge is surprised and says that Hollywood said stealing from Hollywood is wrong. Exactly. Hollywood said. The next morning, Marge was talking to Maggie, and she said that when she watched that pirated movie, she was stealing with her eyes. So she decided to write a check for the movie ticket to the movie company. Yeah, your $12 check really came in handy to sniff that coke. But when the man saw what the money was for...
Karen, get me the FBI!
FBI for a pirated movie? Really? Meanwhile, at the FBI headquarters...
You people joined this squad for one reason. To fight movie pirates.
I wanted to catch serial killers.
I mean, you don't really join the FBI for that. Then the FBI agent read the letter Marge wrote. That night, Homer held another movie screening, but then the FBI showed up out of nowhere.
The mastermind of this operation Homer Simpson.
Homer's happy with being called a mastermind. Did you not hear the first part of that sentence? The agent said that they got their man thanks to a tip from a heroic American snitch. Homer couldn't believe someone among his friends snitched on him. Homer starts searching for the person who betrayed him.
You never forgave me for that time we wore the same Hawaiian shirt to that luau.
He does seem like a vengeful man, but no, not this time. Lisa says they need to do something because the agents are taking Homer away. Bart turned on the movie again, and
Copyrighted material!
Don't look at it! Someone sell me a ticket!
they're supposed to be the people protecting our country. They shot up a movie projector. How courageous. As they were taking Homer away, he told Marge to promise him she will find out who turned him in. While Homer and other inmates were being driven to prison, Homer asked them what are they in for.
Bank robbery.
Drug trafficking. What about you?
Movie piracy.
Why do they sound so shocked? They ambush Homer and tell him that he's about to find out what they do to copyright infringers. But then their bus crashed and Homer escaped on the train back to Springfield. Meanwhile, Marge and the kids were having dinner and Bart said that he wants to find the lousy rat who dropped the dime on Homer. Marge started to sweat and she said that maybe the person who turned Homer in thought they were doing the right thing. Marge tried to get Lisa to tell Bart that what Homer did was wrong no matter what, but Lisa said she's not so sure about that.
It wasn't like Dad was stealing for himself. He created this wonderful experience for the whole town.
Lisa says she can't imagine someone turning him in. You can't imagine it because it's literally unimaginable. Then Homer walked in, and Lisa said that there's one place in Springfield that doesn't care about internet piracy laws.
The people of Sweden believe all movies should be shared freely.
Like I said, movie communists. Then the FBI showed up in front of the Swedish embassy and started blasting death metal. But to their disappointment, the ambassador loved it. Later that day, or the next morning, I'm not really sure, Marge was talking about being sick of being stuck in the embassy, and Homer thanked her for sticking with him.
It was me! I was the one who told the FBI.
And the meatballs took the fall. Homer was stunned, to say the least.
How could you? You're my own flesh and blood.
Homer, thank God she's not your flesh and blood, because that would be illegal. Marge said she was just trying to do the right thing. Marge said she didn't mean for this to happen, but he was stealing at the end of the day.
All I ever had was you looking out for me. I got nothing now.
Oh, that must have hit Marge right in the gut. Homer turned himself in since he has nothing to live for now. I mean, he does have his kids. Guess they come second to Marge. The judge found Homer guilty of illegal reproduction and distribution of copyrighted material, and he asked Homer if he had anything to say for himself. Homer said he didn't, but Marge convinced him to tell everyone his side of the story. I mean, her advice works 100% of the time, so I'd listen to her. Homer said that the movie people may say he's a pirate, but he's just a man who loved Hollywood too much.
So I made my own rules and fought the big guys who tried to destroy my way of life.
They start to think he sounds more like an underdog than a villain. Oh, he's really hitting them in the feels. Homer then said that when time seemed darkest, she was there for him and gave him the strength and courage to fight for what he believed in. And then the courtroom went crazy. All movie people wanted to buy the rights to make a movie based on Homer's true story, and they dropped all charges. Lisa couldn't believe that the people who hated Homer just a second ago now want to make a movie about him. Nonetheless, the movie was made, and a week before it was supposed to be released, Homer's friends gathered in his backyard for a surprise watch party.
You're pirating my movie? The hell you are! Piracy is stealing!
Don't you think you're being a bit hypocritical, Homer?
We live in the real world, where I had something called profit participation.
And it all comes down to money. He even started yelling at his friends to buy the stuff they advertised before the movie. Marge starts to tell him to rethink his decision.
Up. What have we learned about not blindly supporting our husband?
Oh, he's going to be holding that over her head for the rest of their lives. And speaking of the rest of someone's life, what about the time the viewers decided on what fate will be bestowed upon Ned and Edna? After Edna Crabapple gets suspended after hitting Bart, he tries to break her out of detention. She meets Ned Flanders and they start dating. But soon, Ned finds out that Edna has dated a lot of men in Springfield. The Nedliest Catch opens with Bart causing a revolution in the gym after Skinner canceled an hour of free play. Skinner told Edna to control her student, but she said,
"He's uncontrollable. Pumpkin stickers mean nothing to him."
That's crazy talk.
No, it's plain truth. Bart then pushed a button that made the bleachers fold in, and all kids started falling down. Skinner yelled for kids to abandon the gym, and Edna began running after Bart. When she caught him, she hit him over the back of his neck.
Oh, Edna. It was an open hand. Does that help?
Oh, Hoover, don't pretend like you don't fantasize about doing the same thing. Skinner was really disappointed as well.
We can tolerate mild alcoholism,
leaving melted cheese in the microwave, even selling A's for cigarettes.
But in laying a hand on a student is where you draw the line. Skinner called Bart's parents and Superintendent Chalmers to a meeting, and Edna tried to explain herself.
I've never raised a hand to a student.
But you learned, you grew!
See, Homer doesn't seem to have a problem with it. Marge said you should never raise your hand to a child, and Chalmers reassured her of that they have a zero-tolerance policy for this sort of thing when it occurs in front of witnesses. In front of witnesses being a key point. Chalmers tells Edna that she's suspended with full pay until the hearing, which seems amazing at first, but the thing is, she can't stay at home. Edna has to report to a school board holding facility, an educational limbo of sorts, every workday. Now that's so humiliating. Chalmers tells her she has another option, and that is to quit.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
The only thing I'd like more is if I could quit.
Poor Chalmers, the things he has to deal with. Edna sat at the table connecting paper clips when she heard someone calling her. Bart was hiding in the vents, and he said he came here to apologize. Bart told her to meet him in the bathroom so they could talk more.
I'm a teacher in a bathroom with a student. That's why most of these people are here in the first place.
That's so disturbing. Bart said that he's here to help her escape.
Well, that's kind of you, especially after I nearly choked the life out of you.
You didn't do that.
Edna says that's what she said to earn the respect of the gang. Hey, you do what you gotta do to survive. Edna said she can't just leave, but then Bart showed her he made a dummy out of her and she won't be leaving. Then he told her to just climb out the window. As Edna was coming down, the screws popped out of the wall and she almost fell to her death when...
Did a volcano erupt in Candyland? Cause I just caught me a flying red hot.
Of course, he's there to save the day. Ned said he doesn't believe they've been formally introduced.
Anywho, so I don't commit the deadliest of sins, omission, here's my card.
He has really thought of everything. Ned asked Edna why she decided to drop into the Flanders Arms, as he called them, and she said that for some reason she was following the advice of Bart Simpson. They had a little chit-chat/trash talk about the Simpsons family, particularly Bart and Homer, and then Ned asked Edna out for lunch. She explored the territory right away and asked about Ned's wife. Edna, you sure work fast. Then Ned asked Edna where is her husband buried, since she's a former missus.
Probably between the hooters of a coat check girl in Shelbyville. Ha!
Oh boy, that laugh is infectious.
You have no idea, Ned. Ned walked Edna back to her detention and he asked her,
Any chance I could see you again?
You know, I am a fallen woman.
Wow, they're not holding back on that flirting. The two of them start going out, and you could say dating. And sometime later, Chalmers told Edna that the governor crushed the teachers' union, so she doesn't have to stay there anymore. That night, Edna and Ned decided to celebrate, and she was in a real celebratory mood.
Let's see what you're hiding under this sweater. Huh. Well, maybe I should lose a layer.
Edna, you're in for a surprise. Ned said that he's a bit uncomfortable with premarital sex, but Edna said that they've both been married before. Edna said that she'll try it his way, at least for a while. But after some time watching cheese documentaries, no, not kidding, something snapped in Ned. He said he knows it's impolite to make a move now.
But you're that special.
Ned?
That's right, I'm down to my wife, bless her.
Only he could say that without sounding like a creep. But a problem occurred when Edna started spending more and more time at Ned's, which meant she was right there in the house next to Bart's. And Bart wasn't the only one who had a problem with this. After seeing how Homer treats Ned, Edna decided to step in.
Sorry, Ned, but I can't watch this guy push you around anymore.
Homer asks Marge to tell her how he doesn't push Ned around. Marge agrees with it, and now he feels like they're all ganging up on him. Not only that, but Edna said that Homer must return all the stuff he borrowed from Ned over the years. Bart then told Homer that having Edna next door is nothing but trouble. They're the worst humans alive. Homer said he'll take Ned out to remind him of the joys of single life, and he should scare Rod and Ton by telling them Edna will become their evil stepmother. So Homer took Ned out, but his plan didn't exactly work. Ned knew what he was trying to do, and he told Homer something. He said he's been watching him and Marge for years, and he realized how much he missed having a sweet woman next to him. Ned missed someone to put in his prayers.
Ned, I never dreamed that beneath those idlies and diddlies, there was a dude.
What a shocker that must be. But when Homer raised a glass to Ned and Edna, everyone in the bar cheered for Edna.
You all know Edna?
Oh, yeah, man.
Everybody knows Edna.
Oh, dear God. Ned just put his head down and left the bar. He went over to Edna and he tried to ignore everything he learned about her, but he couldn't.
Edna, call Mid-Delta Airlines because I can't handle your extra baggage.
Now is the appropriate time to call him a wuss. The next morning, Marge made Homer go and talk to Ned and make things right.
And if a giant rabbit can lay chocolate eggs, maybe you and Edna can find a way to make it work.
Amen to that, Homer. This made Ned think, and he decided to see Edna again. He said that he had a long talk with Homer, and...
You've been with a lot of men, but I forgive you.
You forgive me?
Ned couldn't have said a worse thing. Edna said that if they're gonna stay together, he has to promise her that her past will never get in their way.
So we're going to let the internet decide. Should Ned and Edna stay together?
I vote yes. And I also vote yes on this new format.
There's a whole host of voting options.
Why so many options?
All designed to distract you while we take your personal information and use it to apply for credit cards in your name.
Oh, that's why.
If you want to find the real shooter of Mr. Burns, go back and look for more clues.
Homie, it was Maggie.
Yeah, right.
I thought that was kind of unlikely.
Just vote. It's your duty as a citizen of TV.
And that's a wrap on 5 Times The Simpsons Broke the Fourth Wall. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe. It's your duty as a citizen of this channel.